Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this commentary. Now I heard that I might have upset some people from my last drop on, you know, defending Xanamay. Shout out and shout out to those subbies and people that let me know that there were other channels that were also speaking out. Hey, it's awesome to hear that other people are noticing the concerning behaviors with the bullying from a celebrity to a servicewoman. Okay. And it's so crazy because you still have people that will want to argue with you about she's not a servicewoman. She's from Ukraine. Okay. And what? What? Anyway, I found the GoFundMe. Okay. So in one of the videos that Xanamay made on her page, and let me play it real quick.
As missiles continue to destroy cities and lives in Ukraine, millions of refugees are fleeing the country. But not everyone is running away from this part of the world.
Heading to Romania to help out a family member.
Ukrainian American Anastasia Mainich dropped everything, including her job with the California Army National Guard's 49th Police Brigade in Fairfield, to fly to Eastern Europe to help her relatives escape the war in Ukraine.
All right, guys, I made it.
This moment at the airport in Bucharest, Romania, made it all worth it. Tears of joy and utter relief, as Anastasia had made it to her cousin Tatiana and her daughter Sophia.
When I finally saw them, I just wanted to drop every single bag and just run to them. And we just like hugged and hugged and hugged. And then like we were just crying there.
Tatiana was forced to leave her home and parents behind in Odessa, Ukraine, not long after Russian forces invaded on February 24th.
Sorry.
With Anastasia as her translator and fighting back tears, Tatiana tells a terrifying story of barely getting past the Ukrainian border with bullets hitting cars right behind them and in front of them.
But their car was just, by miracle, it was like not even hit at all. And they were just like pushing it through.
As an airport police officer in Ukraine, Tatiana and her daughter were in danger of retaliation from Russian forces.
She probably will be either taken into custody or even worse. So she really just made that decision to be with her daughter and to save her daughter.
From Romania, the three still had a long journey ahead, traveling through numerous countries, stopping at refugee camps and finding many good Samaritans and fellow refugees along the way.
There are so many families that are trying to bring the families to America.
Но нам почему-то повезло больше. У нас появился ангел.
But she said that, but they got extremely lucky because they got an angel on their side.
Наша сестра.
their cousin.
Their guardian angel guiding them all the way to their final stop in Europe.
Sophie, say hi.
Hello.
Stuttgart, Germany, to stay with one of Anastasia's friends while they await for a chance to one day start a new life in California.
Ukrainian people are very strong. We're very powerful. And we're not gonna lose what's in here. We're never gonna lose what's inside of us. So keep that inside and keep fighting for us.
So they're in Germany. Tatiana and Sophia have applied for what's called humanitarian parole. That's a travel visa that allows people to come to the U.S. for a temporary time due to urgent humanitarian reasons. And when they come to the U.S., they do plan to live with their cousin, Anastasia. But of course, this process can take up to years. If you'd like to help support Tatiana and Sophia as they wait in Europe to try and get to the U.S., go to their GoFundMe page by searching for Sophia's future. We'll make sure to have that on our website as well.
You could hear them talk about a GoFundMe, and I was able to find it. I am going to blur Sophie's face from here, although it's already on the GoFundMe. I just don't feel like posting it up. But wanted to, they met their goal, their GoFundMe goal, when they raised this money for Xanamay's family. But I was really taken by this story too. These are the stories that you don't really hear about on YouTube. These are stories that I think are very important to tell on YouTube. So I wanted to read it out a little bit for you guys so you guys can notice how real this situation was for Xanamay. She says in here, "My name is Xanamay." She puts out her real name, but we're going to call her Xanamay because that is her YouTube name. I'm a native Ukrainian residing in the Bay Area of California, a naturalized U.S. citizen, and a combat veteran serving in the U.S. Army for over 18 years. Let me say that again for those that were in my comments trying to discredit this woman again, okay? I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen and a combat vet serving in the U.S. Army for over 18 years. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. When Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24, 2022, my whole world turned upside down. I was trying to get a hold of everyone that was close to me and friends. Eventually, I was able to get a hold of my family in Odessa. At the beginning, they were worried, but safe at their house. Tanya is a police officer who worked at the airport. During an attack on the military side of the airport that she witnessed, the reality of Russia taking over had set in. She realized that Sophie, her 11-year-old daughter, is the only human being she needs to think about and save her life. As they packed as much as they could into their car and began their journey to the Romanian border through Moldova. As she was packing her bags, I received a phone call. Hearing Tanya's heartbroken voice on the other end, I bought a one-way ticket to meet her and Sophie in Romania. They have nowhere else to go and little money. They literally left with their documents, 2 bags of their belongings, and about $300. As they drove to Moldova, they had faced direct gunfire from an unknown direction, but she pushed through and made it to Romania just as I flew in. Their 365-mile journey took 4 long, sleepless days. Their journey had really just begun. I'm trying to get them back to the U.S. However, we have faced multiple delays from the immigration office, and U.S. Embassy was no help. I will have to return to soldier and work duties very soon. I'm asking for help with financial support for Tanya and Sophia. We have been able to get them moved into an apartment in Romania. For the moment, they're safe, warm, and have access to food and water. That said, they will need assistance with housing, food, and the cost of immigration attorney who specializes in relocating refugees. Anything you can contribute will go to a great cause. And whatever we do not use will donate to further help Ukrainian refugees relief. Thank you for your amazing support. Stay strong. Stand strong, stand with Ukraine. And she signed Xanamayx. She shows a link where they publish the story in the California National Guard about their journey. Not only did she have news articles, she also had the Guard post articles of their story. Yeah, as you guys can see, feel free to read it out. Xanamayx is in this article so you guys can check it out. They're supporting Ukraine. Tell me what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. Of course, we wanted to show some support here. Shout out to those channels that have also supported Xanamayx through this situation. I don't think, when you have somebody who's got over 3 million followers that is clearly targeting you and you're not even you're not there yet, you don't have that kind of following on YouTube, it is very easy to fall victim for people to disparage your character and or accuse you of things that you have not done, and that's not really fair. So I appreciate everybody that stood up and spoke out. We had to say something, also, shed some light to it. But that was her GoFundMe. Again, I'm going to link her information in the description box. Shout out to you, Xanamayx. And if you watch this, please hit me up. I'd love to talk to you in person or on YouTube online, if that makes sense. Maybe we can do an interview. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am out.